All right, 6 feet, going deep. It's Torius with.
Marsha May.
All right, so Marsha, why don't you tell us about a little what you do?
I'm an adult film performer, and I've been in the industry for 3.5 years now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd you get into it? Or why don't you tell me about your early life and stuff before that?
Early life? Well,
yeah.
when I was in high school, I always had a lot of sex and stuff, and I guess people thought I was good at it, and everybody, majority of the people that I did have sex with said that I should be a pornstars.
Oh, you were that professional at it?
Yeah, I guess I was that good at it. So they were always pushing me and edging me, giving me the fantasy in my head to do something like that.
Yeah.
So I ended up reaching out to people when I was already a minor and stuff, preparing myself for the time I turned 18. Yeah, for how to get in the industry. Once I turned 18, I was already ready. And majority of the people that knew me growing up knew that I was gonna do it. They all know. They all come up to me and they're like, "Oh, you said you were gonna do this back in high school, and now I ended up doing it."
Yeah.
But the whole reason why I actually got into it was because I ended up dating a guy at 17. So that kind of went, those plans kind of went down the drain a little bit.
He wasn't okay with you wanting to do that?
Well, I was in a relationship, so I didn't want to do it, you know? I was I'm in love, I just want to have sex with this one guy.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really, it was just an idea of what I was going to do. Maybe I had, other plans, with him.
Yeah.
So we had developed other plans in life and stuff, but after a year and a half with him, it started getting rocky, and he ended up cheating on me with some of my friends a couple times. So the last time, it was so gross to me. It was some girl, I don't know if I could curse, some bitch that she was just gross. And if I could say names, her name's Naomi. Fuck you, Naomi. And
you think she's gonna say this?
Huh?
You think she's gonna say this?
I don't know. She lives in Miami, so probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's just a nasty girl, so no one would ever fuck.
She's talking about that girl.
So yeah, so I caught him literally I walked in on him having sex with her.
You guys were living together?
At the time, no, but we were on and off and rocky and stuff. Whatever. Point is, he cheated on me with this girl, Naomi, and it was just the last straw. I was and he was one of the main guys that always told me to be a porn star. He was like, "Oh, you have sex so good, you should be a porn star." And I would always tell him "No, I'm in love with you. I'm not gonna do that." What?
Was he just saying that to gas you up, or he
wanted us to make money. And he thought that I was that good in bed that I could do really good, which I ended up doing really good. So I ended up saying you know what, I literally took out a pen and paper and I wrote out the pros and cons, family is a con and stuff like that, and getting a future job and stuff like that, and the cons, and there was a lot more pros on the list.
Really? What were what were some of the pros?
I was just I'm single now. I had this plan for years. It's something that I enjoy doing, and I know I'll be able to make a name. And my big thing about porn was to open more doors. I always wanted to be an actress and stuff. And do it and meet people, so I have those connections.
Yeah.
So
do you ever feel it's when you are in porn, you only get selected in the porn acting world, or can you branch off to
yeah, for sure.
How would you be able to do that?
I've done music videos Wiz Khalifa's. I've been in Wiz Khalifa's music video and stuff like that, and it has opened a lot of doors. But whatever, that was the point of why I wanted to get into porn. So once, like, I had priorly, like, been reached out by a recruiter off Instagram that lived in Miami. And he asked me while I was dating the guy still, like, my ex. He asked me, like, oh, do you want to be an extra? All I have to do is, like, flash your tits, and you'll make, like, $150 or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's, you know, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all out.
Really?
And I was, like, waiting, you know, for the opportunity. If anything ever happens, still got makeup in my eye. If anything ever happens, like, between my boyfriend and me. So I ended up reaching out to the recruiter. He brought me to the studios, Bang Bros and Reality Kings, and the Miami places, like, for Lauderdale and stuff like that. And
Now those little seeds.
And yeah, the seeds. These chairs are delicious.
Have you ever swallowed one, like, on accident?
No, I haven't. But anyway, so he brought me to Reality Kings and Bang Bros and stuff like that, and they took pictures of me, and you know, I was kind of nervous at first because it's a weird, like, process when you first, like, you know, audition, I guess.
Were you nervous?
Just, like, it wasn't really nervous. It's more, like, awkward because it's, like, old guys, and they're, like, taking pictures of you standing straight. Like, you can't pose or nothing. Right. And, like, for guys, too, the same way, you gotta take pictures like this and, like, front, back, side. And you gotta, like, fill out a bunch of, like, paperwork. You gotta show a bunch of IDs, like, birth certificates, like, everything. Because they're super strict on, like, you know, not hiring any minors.
Like, STD tests and stuff like that? Like, that stuff too?
A what?
Like, you have to take, like, STD tests too? Like,
oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you have to come with an STD clean test. And usually when you, like, get a agent, which I didn't have, I only went through a recruiter. They pay for the test for the first time.
Yeah.
And so the company, once they, like, decided to hire me, they were like, oh, we'll pay for your test, and you know, we'll hire you for, like, 2 or 3 scenes.
What made you think that they wanted, like, or what do you think it was that they thought, you know, oh, she's, like, perfect, you know, that they made?
I'm petite, and then, like, petite girls with big dicks. You know, like, petite girls getting fucked by big dicks is a good category.
Oh, yeah.
So it worked out. Plus, I was young. I was 19. I'm 22 now, so it's not like I'm old. But this was, you know, a couple years ago when I first started. So I was 19 and I was cute, blonde, and, you know, I had a cute little body, and they wanted to see me take big dicks. So that's pretty much what I got hired for a lot in the beginning. So once I actually, like, got into it, I ended up doing my second scene with some guy. It was, like, kind of like a orgy kind of pool party scene, which is the second scene I ever did. And it was around summertime, and one of the guys that I ended up working with, he had, like, a model house, which is, like, where they keep a bunch of girls that do porn, and, like, a bunch of girls that come out of town can rent rooms there, like, because porn, you travel a lot, you know? Right. So when you're visiting a different city, you like to have, like, places like model houses where porn stars can rent weekly or whatever, you know? Or
I figured, like, because I heard, like, all the porn is, like, shot in, like, LA.
Most of it. A lot of it is shot here too, though, in Miami.
I heard, like, I was hearing.
And Fort Lauderdale area too, Broward. But yeah, so once I met that guy, I moved into his model house because I was living with my mom at the time, and that was kind of inappropriate to be doing porn and living in my mom's house.
Did she, like, know at that time?
She knew, yeah. I'm very open with it. Both my parents know, and I mean, they're not, like, okay with it, but they like deal with it because they see how much money it brings in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I make a lot more money than my parents.
Are they, like, more, like, liberal over there, or, like, are they, like, mad conservative, like, they're, like, oh, like, kind of religious or anything?
No, they're just normal about it. It's kind of, like, embarrassing like on my behalf, because you know, like I don't want to like disappoint my parents, you know, but they see that I'm doing well off and I have my own car and my car is paid off and I have a house and stuff. Yeah. So I have a bigger house than my mom. You know, my mom has an apartment, and you know, like, so she can't really say shit. But whatever, that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, so once I started doing shoots for them. Oh, back to this model house guy. Yeah. So I moved into the model house. He started, the guy that had the model house, he was a male talent too. I actually can't stand him. His name's Bruno. He does some satanic shit now with the girls.
That's on Groupie Lust, right?
Yeah, you know him?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
like I met him a couple times, like in clubs and stuff.
He's no one to fuck around with. He sacrifices a girl's soul when he fucks them on top of his bed. Because he has like the gates of hell pentagon drawn underneath his bed. And he sacrifices a girl's soul on top of the bed when he fucks them. So let the world know that, because that is some real demonic shit, and that's not cool. No, that's some real shit that needs to be publicized. Anyways,
I did not know that.
And that revolves around XXXtentations too, because
like all that whole like scene and stuff is like, you know, in their getting.
XXX does the same thing.
For real?
Yeah, he sacrifices his best friend's soul, Ski Mask. Sacrificed his soul.
Is that what we're talking about in the freshman? The cipher?
Yeah. It's real. So yeah, but anyways, I lived with Bruno before he was all into that shit. He was still a crazy demonic guy. Like, he was very violent and stuff. So that's why that's part of the story. So I ended up moving in to the model house. I stayed there for 8 months, and he ended up being my like manager. Not my manager, my agent in porn. Mm-hmm. And so I used him to help me get work.
Bruno was?
Yeah. He's not a real agent, but
I just thought he was like a recruiter.
He says that he's a bunch of shit, but he's not. But whatever, he helped me get work.
Yeah.
I ended up just stripping and like doing escorting and shit on the side, because he like really couldn't get me that much work, and I was forced to like do that because I lived with him.
Is it hard to like get work?
When you don't have an agent, yes. But it changed up for me a lot, because I built up a very big respect for myself, and in the business I'm very well respected, because I ended up doing most of my career without an agent, and that's super hard. And I worked just as much as the girls with an agent who had to end up breaking off their agent money. So I ended up getting more money because I would get the agent fee as well on top, since I was my own agent.
Do you feel like that's like kind of how like SoundCloud rappers are, like, you know, they're all doing it themselves and not relying on like a label? Mm-hmm. So like the agent is like kind of like the label?
The porn industry and the music industry is so similar as it's not even funny.
Really?
In so many ways, because just like you could download free music, you could download free porn.
Oh, yeah.
And like, it's really hard to make money as a talent, you know, in music or in porn, because we rely on people buying our product, our content.
I always wondered that like there's so many like free porn sites, but like I always wondered like how they like keep getting girls, you know.
You know, they pay the girls flat up fees. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, you do a scene, you get a check, and that's it. You don't get like any money based off numbers or you know, views or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's how we get money, but it's not that much as people think. The average pay is $800 to $1,000 for a regular boy-girl scene. Mm-hmm. The industry is kind of racist, so for interracial, girls get more money.
What do you mean racist?
Like they girls charge more to fuck a black guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I never did. But I didn't do a lot of interracial scenes anyways. I only did 2.
Did you like black guys like off rip, or like was it like something that was forced?
What do you mean?
Like they're like, oh, we'll pay you to fuck this black guy, but like is that what you were saying?
What do you mean?
Like you already liked black guys before that?
I would fuck black guys before that, yeah. But what do you mean?
Like you wouldn't like charge more.
I never charged more.
Yeah.
I thought that was racist to charge more.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of girls in the industry that charge more because it's a black guy.
Is it
and I guess because they have bigger dicks, but I think that there's guys in the industry that are white that have bigger dicks than some of the guys that are black in the industry.
Yeah.
So how does that make sense? You won't charge, any more money for the white guy with the big dick, but just because it's a black guy, you charge more? I think that's racist. I never did that. But that's how the industry is. And there's a lot of incidents with racism in the industry for sure.
Like for the plus like with the girl, like not just the guys but with the girls too.
Oh, for sure. The girls will hardly get any work because and all the girls that are black in this business, they get titles like, ratchet sisters fuck each other or whatever. That's the title of the DVD,
Yeah.
They make it so discriminalized, they make it, the title is so fucked up and racist. Like, if you see some of the titles for the black girls videos, they're just, fucked up.
Like, how do you feel like when you see like titles for like your videos?
They're normal.
Right.
What do you mean?
No, like because if they're like describing like black girls in that way, like does it like is there any kind of things like that like when they
for
describe
white girls? No, that's what's racist about it. It's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm. But yeah, so I eventually moved out of Bruno's house because he's a very violent person, and he ended up tricking me into thinking I was investing my money into making my own website. And I ended up doing a bunch of scenes for myself, like if I was building my own content. And I spent at least 20 grand. He kept all the content and he kept all the money that I spent on it. And he ended up I left because he was violent, and I just ended up with nothing. And I had to start from scratch. So I moved to LA. That's when I moved to LA after probably 8 months into my career, living with this asshole Bruno. And I went to LA. I don't know if you guys know Bella Danger. She's another porn star.
Oh, yeah.
She used to be my best friend back in Miami. We were best friends for 7 years. And
like before the porn and everything.
Before the porn industry and stuff. And whatever, she used to hang out with a bunch of like me, Bruno, and everybody in the model house. So she ended up getting into porn too because of me. Yeah. She got super Hollywood now, and we don't talk. We're not friends anymore. But point is, at that time, after my 8 months in the industry living with Bruno, I went and I lived with her in LA. She actually gave me a bunch of clothes to wear because he kept all my clothes and all my shoes and everything. And I had to start from scratch. I had $0 and nothing. But I ended up, the comeback is always better than the setback.
Yeah.
So I lived in LA and I got a lot of money because in LA they shoot a lot. They'll shoot a couple of scenes a day. So I ended up getting a bunch of shoots.
And you still at this time you still didn't have like an agent or anything?
Didn't have an agent. I was looking for an agent there in LA. I got with an agency after getting some shoots that I just got from like.
But like, what made it so hard like to get an agent?
They're all full of shit. Yeah, and they all want to sign contracts for like 2 years. I don't want to sign contracts because if I want to, the thing is I can't get my own. I can't like ask for my own work. Like if you were a director and you came to me saying, "Oh, I want to shoot you for a scene," and my agent like says like no or whatever, I can't do that scene. It's just like music.
Yeah. Like,
if you're under contract with your manager, you can't get your own work.
Yeah.
You gotta only get the work that they can get you. So I got an agent, and they only got me like 2 scenes, like a week, and that was some bullshit. I made like, it would be like a blowjob scene for $600, and then like a lesbian scene for like another $600, which those are low balls. Like the blowjob wasn't a low ball, but that was like a face fuck scene, so it was gonna be a hard scene to do, and that should be at least $700 to $800 for a fuck face scene, you know?
Yeah.
Not a regular blowjob. And whatever. So the guy was lowballing me hard. He was telling me that I couldn't get. Did I get some shit on my face?
From what?
The cherries. Alright. He was telling me that I couldn't get $1,000 for a regular boy-girl scene, and I'm like, I was getting that in Miami, and in LA, they charge more.
Yeah.
You know, like you're supposed to get more in LA because, you know, it's LA, it's bigger production companies.
You think that they thought like since because you didn't have like an agent for so long that they could take advantage of you?
They were just taking advantage of new girls. That's how they do it. But I was smarter than that. I had already dealt with Bruno, and he taught me like, you know, how to be smarter than, you know, that.
Yeah.
You know, and whatever. If I was getting $1,000 for a boy-girl scene in Miami, I should be getting $1,000 at least for a boy-girl scene in LA.
Yeah.
And he was telling me I had to be getting $700 for that, and I was like, fuck no. Plus I gotta cut you your percentage.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna get $600. Fuck that. So I was under contract with him for a year. And to break contracts, you have to pay like.
With Bruno, right? Or Bruno or another person?
When I went to LA, I got with Ideal Image Models, which is a porn agency. So whatever, I ended up. They told me that I couldn't get another agent because I was under contract and this and that. So I literally had to like find work myself. So what I did was. Whatever companies I like leashed off them for a little bit, and whatever companies they did get me, I would just get the number of the director myself and tell them what's up. Like, yo, just book me.
Did you ever do like any camming or anything like that?
Huh?
Like, did you ever do any camming in that time? Like, or can you you couldn't because of like contracts?
No, I just didn't ever cam. It was pocket change for me. I cammed when I was like 17 and 18 before porn. But I wasn't making, like, it's not as much money as doing porn. So whatever, I ended up I couldn't get another agent because I was under contract with Ideal Image. So they weren't letting me, like, for some reason, pay to break my contract. Like, they weren't letting me. They wanted me to, like, literally, like, either be with them or you know what they do is the girls end up like quitting.
Like how did they like not like pay you? I mean, how did they not let you pay out your contract? Like they just like raised it?
They were just dicks. I had to hire a lawyer and pay the lawyer and do all this bullshit, and they knew I didn't want to do all that. Yeah. So like they were just being dicks. So whatever, I said fuck you, I'm just gonna get my own work then, you know? I can get my own work. If you're not gonna give me work and you're not gonna let me buy out, I'm gonna get my own work. So I used their connects, and I would just go behind their back, my agent's back, and get the numbers of the directors, just like in music. Like you go behind your back and you just make the connection yourself. It's sketchy, it's grimy, but they were being grimy to me, so I had to do what I had to do. Yeah. So I ended up making so much good relations in the business that I knew everybody, literally everybody and anybody in the business. I had their phone number and their email. And
was it because of like social media? Like
social media helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps a lot. And like a bunch of my homegirls that are in the business too, like helped me a lot.
Do you feel like now since like there is like so much social media like doing everything, like you don't really need an agent, or you still need one in this like time?
It's better to have one. So much better and so much easier and less stressful and less responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Because since I don't have an agent, I have to like make sure that my flights are on point, that I'm tested on time, like every 2 weeks.
And everything that gets sent, like when it's supposed to.
Yeah, because if I don't get tested on a certain day and I miss it, I could lose out on thousands of dollars because of a scene.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a lot of responsibility and a lot of knowing your schedule and a lot of organization and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just being a boss overall. Like, really, that's what it is. Because, like girls cannot do that, like, themselves. Especially these porn girls, they're, like, too dumb to do it. They can't do it themselves. Like, it's so much work, you have no idea. And then to, like, go and perform at all and do that, too. Plus, I started feature dancing, which is another, like, another schedule.
Feature dancing, like, you know, like...
You, like, pretty much tour, and they pay you, like, $2,000 to do 2 songs on stage at a strip club. Mm-hmm. As a feature. Oh. As a porn star feature. So I was doing that too, which was like just super hectic. And
you guys like go through like everything else that you're doing.
Yeah, I had to make sure I was doing everything and like doing it on point and being on time and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So whatever, I built up a really good relationship with everybody because I was always on time, always tested. Like, you know, I never flaked on a scene, which was a lot of girls' problems. They would like not show up, like, and shit, just like in music, like how people just not show up to the fucking...
Or like with interviews.
Yeah.
A lot of people are flaking on music.
Not even interviews, but their own shows and shit, like their performances and shit, like, that's what it was. And like, you know, a lot of girls flake or like make up excuses and say they're sick. I never did any of that shit. I was always on point. I ended up being ranked on Pornhub under 50, like up the top 50, you know?
Yeah.
And which is hard because that's literally...
There's a lot of... Like,
that's literally every porn star that ever existed. And their rankings, like male, female, trannies, anybody, their ranking, like there's hundreds of thousands of porn stars that ever existed.
You're like right there at the top.
Yeah, and I was ranked, like, sometimes I was ranked 10 and 40s and 50s. I've never been ranked over 50, which is great. I've always been in the top 50. So that's a really big accomplishment because directors and people see that. So I got a lot of work because of that. Like, those rankings on Pornhub and, like, all those rankings on those porn websites really count on how you get work.
Yeah,
and I just started banking. And I just started banking, saving my money up, and
Was there a time you were like, damn, I'm making so much, let me flex, or like anything like that?
Huh?
Like, were you like trying to like flex on anything, like when you making so much
money?
Flex? Yeah, like
I could buy whatever I wanted to.
What was some stuff that you like to like, you know, like buy, like just to like?
I always focused on like things like, I guess, a house, a car, and like just focusing.
That was like your whole goal, like getting into like everything.
Mhm. I always wanted to invest, maybe into stocks and businesses and properties and real estate and stuff like that. So I'm 22 right now. I'm super young. I'm still saving.
Yeah, but you have your own like house and everything.
Yeah, I have my house. You know, my car is paid. It's a Benz. It's so
most people your age, they can't really say that.
Yeah, I know. So everything's doing good, and I'm not a big spender. Like, I have a lot of guys that like to buy me stuff anyway. So if I want anything, you know, it's already paid for. Like my pool table and pretty much all the furniture. I have a bunch more furniture coming, but all of it's been paid for by guys. So everything's pretty much free, and I just stack up my money. And
do you ever like go out and like everyone's like, they like see, oh my God, it's Marsha May?
It used to be that way. Now it's just like guys that live in Miami that have known, like, I guess, like, seen my face and know that I'm from Miami. Like guys your age and my age and stuff like that. Yeah. But nobody, like, you know, sometimes I'll get a weird, creepy older guy that I pass by at the grocery store and they'll be like, "Hey, I really liked your videos."
For
and I'll
real?
be like, "Thanks."
Like in the grocery store?
Yeah. Or like I'll go out to eat or something at a restaurant and they'll be like, "Oh, nice videos," and stuff like that, or "I'm a big fan," or something like that. They don't really get into detail because it's porn, you know. You never really want to. Some guys are embarrassed and stuff.
They want to like keep a secret, like low
Yeah,
key.
they kind of keep it low key, like I like your work. They'll say.
Yeah. But you know what they really mean.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But
What about like your family, like when they go out and like, do they like do that like in front of them?
what do you mean?
Like-
People don't know who my family is.
Oh no, like what? Like if you're out with them and they see you.
I don't really hang out with my family like that. I don't really talk to my dad, and my mom's like very comfortable being at home 24/7.
Wait, they're very comfortable being at home, or?
My parents are divorced.
Oh.
Yeah, my dad has his own. He got remarried. He has his own family. I mean, he still loves me. It has nothing to do with porn.
Yeah. Because I know like a lot of like, well, always hear like a lot of dads say like this on their like kids or something like if they're.
No, it has nothing to do with porn. It's other reasons. Cause he got remarried and has his own family now and stuff. Like she has kids and a bunch of kids, and so he's kind of busy being dad over there.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my own thing here, so.
What about what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna tell you. My mom and me are like we're close. She just doesn't like to do much. She's 60 years old, so you know she just likes to be at home.
Yeah.
You got a lighter? Oh, you gave it to me. My hands are so sticky from the cherries.
Yeah, you're like just bomb, like one up in there.
You want some? They're so good. I was just loving them right now.
No, I really like cherries.
You don't like? Yeah, but these are normal cherries.
I'm into like fast food.
Fast food?
Yeah, I'm like that with that.
You like Panda Express?
Yeah, I do.
There's a Panda Express right across the street. I love it.
I used to eat Panda Express every day.
I would too. Shit, it's right across the street.
But then I started eating like chicken tender subs. Have you ever had one?
What?
A chicken tender sub?
There?
From Publix?
I don't like subs.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a sub person.
Oh, damn. Because I got a song called Chicken Tender Sub.
I heard it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. When I was doing my makeup, I heard it.
Oh.
What other questions did you have on your list?
Like what do you do like when you're like?
You said enemies. There was a question about enemies.
Oh yeah. Do you have like any? What was it like? Yeah, like what are you like?
I have enemies. Yeah. There's jealous bitches all the time.
Like haters? Are they haters or like real like?
No,
know, like, out to get
enemies.
you?
Like not haters, because haters are like more like just you know, like I don't know, haters, but these bitches
Are they like?
are more like I guess I don't know. They're just they're the people that don't want you to win, and they're also kind of scared because they have like boyfriends or husbands, and they know that I'm like Mrs. Still Yo Nigga. Or if people don't like that word, still yo man. But
do you ever get hate like for like saying that word? Because I've seen you like tweet it.
yeah, people do get offended a little bit.
Like nowadays it's like more than like back then.
I don't know why they do, because I don't mean it in any negative way.
Nah.
And you can tell by the way I say it too that I don't mean it in a negative way. But whatever, you know how people get sensitive.
No, because I feel like if you're from Miami, like everyone says it, you know. But like when you go like out like somewhere else.
People say it everywhere, but not even just Miami.
Really?
People say that as like, you know, bro, dude.
Well, I feel like it's just like more accepted like here in Miami than like other places.
I guess. And just some people get sensitive about things.
Yeah. Wait, are you Hispanic or like you're like white?
I'm mixed. I'm actually my mom is British Jamaican.
British Jamaican? Like,
Yes.
Like like her mom or dad is like.
Her dad, my grandfather, is fully Jamaican. He passed away unfortunately before I was even born. But he was like Jamaican man, like fully black.
Do you have like any of that name, like you speak like patois or anything like that? Like,
no, but sometimes accents come out. My mom has a British accent. She was born in London.
Oh wow.
She came over here when she was 32. She had me at 35. And my dad is Cuban Italian. And
was he born in Cuba too, or like?
No, he's born in Miami, like me. I was born in Miami too. And well, he had me at 21. My mom was 35. So yeah, but they're both pretty short. That's why I'm so short.
Does that you're petite?
Mhm.
Do you have like any like siblings or anything like that?
No, I'm an only child.
So you got.
Besides the stuffed siblings on my dad's side that were married, but other than that, I'm an only child.
So how was like your whole experience like growing up in Miami?
It was quite wild.
Really?
I mean, shit. High school, I was a good girl until middle school. Middle school, I started just getting straight F's in school, and I've always been a gifted student.
Wait, was it because like you didn't care, like it was hard? Or, like...
I was just doing bad things at the time. I had so many boyfriends, I couldn't keep up with them. I had like 8 boyfriends at a time. People started calling me a hoe in like 6th grade. I was like, I didn't even lose my virginity yet. You know, but I just had so many boyfriends.
You guys are just like walking around holding hands and stuff? Like,
yeah, I had a boyfriend for like every single period. But yeah, I started off then, and then high school was then, you know, where all the drugs came in, the ecstasy.
They were like smoking weed and everything. And
the weed started happening, then the ecstasy rolls, you know, that was a big thing.
You're going to like a lot of like ultra and like stuff like that?
Yeah, we threw, I don't know if you ever heard of IMF.
Oh yeah.
We threw those parties, like me and my crew threw those parties. Yeah, Don Crez and all those people.
Yeah, so
and
like,
Troy Fame.
To those warehouses, right? Like,
it was in Mecca, Cove, and you know, those clubs and stuff. Yeah. They had like big old, it was like mini ultras. Yeah. We had like huge thousands of people show up.
Because I was like on like Facebook and stuff like everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It was a Facebook thing, and when I had Facebook, I was famous on Facebook too. Right. And then I in high school, I had made this video that kind of went viral on WorldStar. Oh yeah. And it was a video. It was like a tutorial on how to suck dick.
Yeah, that's how I like first like heard of you.
Yeah, that's how you first heard of me. The 2 Live shit.
Because I used to be on WhatsApp like every day, and I was like, oh, what's this?
Yeah, it's a video of.
I was gonna ask you like, what do you like consider like a shark?
A shark is a girl that uses her teeth and scratches you when she's giving you head. That was the term I created when I was 16 years old.
After that, like, did you see like a lot of girls like saying, "Oh, she's a shark"? Like,
yeah, that was a big term after that. A lot of people in school and a lot of people in Miami use that term. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a big thing. That shit went viral.
Yeah.
I got millions of views on WorldStar.
Did you know it was gonna like blow up like that?
No. Whoever knows, you know, that it's gonna blow up that much. I thought it was a funny video, and you know, I liked to make stupid little videos in high school and shit. Yeah. That's when I started getting bad, was in high school. After I lost my virginity, I just got really bad. Like, I turned into like a man whore, but a woman version. Yeah, a real whore. But like a man whore in the term, like I would like to have one night stands and never call them again. Like something that girls don't do.
But like in high school,
yeah, in high school, and then I would date girls, and we would have like threesomes and shit with guys, like. But she would be my girlfriend. We would like use the guys just for dick and stuff like that. And like I was just crazy in high school, and like.
What do you think? Like, was it like the drugs that made like crazy, or was it like?
It was the drugs too, but it was just my personality. My hormones were going crazy. I was going through puberty. Yeah. And like that's when I started like really like just like going wild with the sex. Like that's like when everyone started calling me a porn star because like I was just having I would like craziest place I had sex was like in the back of a church, like in the bushes.
Was it on like some like Bruno shit or like not?
No. This was this was high school. I met Bruno when I started.
I know, but I mean like like that sounds like kind of like the kind of thing he would do.
I guess, but yeah, that was just like crazy drug days, and that was like when I would party and do raves and stuff like that, and then I was clubbing at like 16, at like 21 over clubs.
I was wondering like how everyone got to the clubs because I figured
I knew people like since I was like pretty popular because I threw those rave parties. Like those rave parties were like legendary to people in my generation, you know, from Miami, because like everybody, even the good kids in school were there rolling, you know. It was just the thing, like everybody would be rolling and stuff. And so that was a crazy time in my life, and that's like when I started getting sex craved, and like I was like a vampire. If I had one taste, I needed more. Like if I like fucked one guy in a day, like it wasn't enough. It was like I needed more blood.
Did you ever care about like guys like like having like big mouths like saying like, oh, I fucked them?
Yeah, that happened all the time, and there was a bunch of guys that lied on their dick on my pussy, you know, saying they fucked me and they didn't. Like it was a big thing to fuck me, I guess, you know. Like I was so popular in high school and stuff that like people felt cool if they fucked me and stuff, like and that's why I just like when it came to becoming a porn star, it just seemed like so convenient. Like I felt like I'd have so many fans already, you know, because people are already bragging about fucking me when they haven't. Like Fat Nick and Pouya did that, and I got super mad at them because they both lied on their dicks about me. And like, why would I ever fuck Fat Nick, you know? Like,
I mean, I feel like he's getting pussy now.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't fuck him. And the pussy that he's getting is just dick riding bitches. Like, you know, it's not the real him that they like. It's that they want clout. That's how it is. But yeah.
You know Fat Nick and Pouya from before, right?
Pouya used to be my neighbor in high school. Like literally my neighbor when he was skateboarding and shit.
Would you skate with him? Or you just like
I would just watch him skate. He actually built his. I remember. I don't know if you know Ruben Slick and Mike DC.
Yeah, no.
But it all started off with them. Like Pouya was chilling with them a lot, making his little stupid YouTube videos. The show.
Nick.
And he like featured a bunch of rappers and stuff. That's how he got started. And he featured them, and I guess he like really liked the way Mike DC would rap. I don't know if you ever heard Mike DC rap.
No, that's like my whole like childhood right there.
Yeah, well he raps super fast. Like he raps like he raps really good. But his songs are stupid, but he raps really good and really fast. So Pouya kind of fed off of that and kind of jocked his like mojo.
Oh, I thought he took it from like Bone Thugs.
No, that's his inspiration, but he jocked Mike DC and he built like this stupid ass closet studio where it was falling apart, and he started making songs that sounded just like Mike DC songs, and he ended up making that one song, what is it?
Don't Sleep on Me, huh?
No, it was the one before this, like, something.
Fucking Your Bitch? Was it that one?
No, it's something block, or something like that. Like
Shots to the Double Lock.
No, it's something like. Buck, it's like. Not give your buck, but something like that.
No, it was Shots to the Double Lock with
He goes buck, or something like get buck. Get buck. Get buck.
Oh, okay.
Get buck. That's the song. So he made Get Buck, and then he started popping off. And that's when he started getting big.
Yeah.
But he literally lived in a piece of shit house full of mold. It was disgusting. He had no food in his fridge. All he ate was Skittles. And no, not even bologna. Skittles and water.
That's what you asked me. I was like, oh, nothing in the crib but bologna.
No, yeah, I get the joke, but he literally had nothing. Like, nothing. He had a car that was a piece of shit. He didn't even drive it because he didn't drive it for like 4 months because he couldn't afford gas to put in it. Not even $5 to put in it for gas.
Yeah.
And so he literally came from the bottom. So I respect him for that. But now he's like to Hollywood, and to know that he always knows that I was that girl that he had a crush on and wanted so bad. That was his neighbor. I was the girl next door pretty much to him. And now he's too, Hollywood to remember all that.
Do you ever see him like when you're in LA?
No. I haven't seen him in years. But I also know Denzel and stuff because of Ruben Slick and shit.
Like you were like chilling with like the whole Red Clan.
I was chilling with them when I was in high school because I actually met Mike Dizzy because of Pouya. Because like Pouya would hang out with him so much, like interviewing and stuff. Because he started off doing interviews too, like that. Yeah. With rappers and stuff, and then he started rapping too because of Mike DC. So I started hanging out with Mike DC and Ruben Slick, and I'm still super cool. Not Mike DC, but Ruben Slick.
Which, you guys had like a falling out?
Huh?
You and Mike DC had like a falling out?
Yeah, we had a falling out. He had a falling out with everybody.
Yeah, I heard like
because
some bad stuff.
Yeah, because he started like doing like some shit with Trump, like some weird shit with Trump.
What tells me.
And all his black friends are like, "Yo, you're like choosing Trump over us." Like,
I didn't understand it because I thought he just like made a song. I thought he was saying "fuck Donald Trump."
No, he was supporting. He like is a big supporter. Like all his music's about Donald Trump now, and all his friends like Denzel and everyone that grew up with him, Ruben Slick, are like,
I know my boy.
We're black. Come on, dude.
One of my boys wanted to do he wanted one of my boys to do a video for him, but since it was about like Donald Trump and all that shit, like
they were like, nah.
And like I heard that he doesn't like pay, like he doesn't want to pay people and stuff.
And especially he has all this money.
Yeah, that's how he said. He said, "Yeah, you got all this money in the video, but you don't got money to pay for it."
Yeah. It's okay, but whatever. Anyways, that's how I know Denzel Curry, and Denzel's like my brother. Like I can call him for a favor for anything. And.
Okay, press it.
So yeah, just continue from where you left.
But yeah, I know Denzel's my boy. Like he's pretty much my brother. Like I when I go to LA, I actually see him and shit. And, like I'll go to shows and put me on stage, and I'll like support him and like I'll go on speaker and be like, yeah, I'm a ULT groupie and shit. Like just to like support and shit. Like those are my bros. Yeah.
How was it like seeing like everyone just like blowing up before your eyes?
We all kind of blew up together.
Yeah, like it was like 3 years kind of.
Around the same time. So it's kind of like a all mutual thing. Like we're all kind of like proud of each other. They're proud of me too for what I've done.
Yeah.
I did really well. Like everyone says I did an amazing job. Like I don't know if you guys have ever seen my porn, but Google Marsha May or Google Marsha May XXX or porn or something like that at the end. And you're gonna see like amazing acting and amazing videos. Like I really put my all into it because it was something I really enjoyed doing.
Is there anything like that's like that you didn't like at all? Like you heard about like acting?
There's so many secrets.
Really?
Can I have another cigarette? Are those menthol?
Life short.
Menthol?
Life short.
I know, but no. I don't smoke Newports. We're gonna have to get my cigarettes somewhere or whatever.
Life short, smoke a port.
Oh, they're up there. Life short, smoke a port. I hate menthol. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all those guys.
But what was I saying?
You were talking about like things like secrets and stuff.
Oh yeah, there's so many secrets in porn that I can't even tell you. Like It's just.
Is it like a porn Illuminati or something that? Like,
It's not even. It's just that there's so much fucked up shit in it that like people think that it's like this great job and stuff, and it's super fun and stuff. But there's so much like bullshit you have to deal with, and a lot of like not hygienic people that you have to deal with.
Because I mean, I see like I was like some porn stars with like Snapchat, and they look like their lives are like really fun.
I mean, yeah, it's fun, but you know, the set life is fun and shit, but to fuck every day is like kind of annoying. Like
Really?
when you think of it, when it starts becoming a job, then yeah.
Like when they're like telling you, oh no, like this.
Yeah, it's not normal sex, you know, like the sex isn't as enjoyable as you think it is.
Did you think that was gonna happen, like getting into it?
I had a feeling that my sex life would be different outside of porn, but I didn't think it would be as bad as it really got. Like it got to a point.
Like outside of.
Yeah, outside of porn, it got to a point where, I mean, my relationships never worked out because of porn. Like no one ever took me seriously, and like they always felt like I was acting when I had sex with them and stuff. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, you're acting," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." You know, like they could never tell, and it just kind of sucked. Like it's really hard to have a relationship while doing porn. It's like kind of non-existent.
Do you have to like date within the industry in order to like, you know?
I tried that and I didn't like it. I feel like it's not a real relationship if you're not like monogamous.
Do you feel like it'll get better like over time? Do you feel like it'll get better over time? Like as time goes by, like
no, I feel like if I wanted a relationship, I have to be completely out of the industry to have a real relationship. Yeah. But yeah, there's no real relationship in porn. People in porn have relationships all the time with each other, and it looks so fake. Like you like both are having sex with other people. And it's just
like
not.
a lot of jealousy gets into it, right?
I mean, yeah, and then there's stupid ass rules like, oh, you can have sex with that person on set, but as soon as the scene is over and you guys continue to have sex, it's cheating.
Oh really?
Yeah. How do I like this? Is it off?
You gotta hold it.
That's
It's like.
I think it's out. Damn.
Why you just keep it like doing it really fast?
Oh, there. Thank you.
What's up?
Ah, fuck.
You wanna just like.
Yeah, you see.
Oh wait, it's like menthol. Is it gonna like contaminate it? I don't know how cigarettes work.
Thank you. There's your broken lighter. But yeah, what else?
Yeah, you were saying about like relationships and porn.
About what?
About relationships.
Oh yeah, it's just there's a lot of secrets, and it's just not as. And people think that porn is like easy money. It's not. It's fast money, but it's not easy money because it's a lot of work. And everyone thinks, oh, you're so lucky because you know you got, you know, you did porn and you got money from it and stuff. But I worked 3 years, and you know, being in porn, you spend a lot of money like on wardrobe because you know they don't provide wardrobe and stuff.
Oh, you just had like wear your own clothes and stuff.
You have to buy your own clothes. And you can't keep wearing the same thing in every scene, so you have to buy new clothes and new clothes and new clothes, and you know, you go through a lot of money more than you think. And
is it like when you say wardrobe, like what's like the typical wardrobe that like they would want?
It depends. Bikinis, a lot of lingerie, bras and panty sets, casual crop tops, you know, slutty outfits.
Do you ever get like guys that just like send them to you, like hey guys, to send me?
I mean, I have an Amazon wish list and stuff like that. I most like, you know, fans will buy stuff, but it doesn't. You still have to buy like 100 pairs of fucking panties and shit like that, you know, because you wear so many different panties for sets and stuff. It costs more money than you think. So the biggest thing with girls is they don't save their money, and they end up working for years and don't have nothing to show for it. So I ended up saving a lot of money, and that's why.
Do you feel like,
yeah. Is there any more questions? I mean, there's a lot to know about the industry.
All of them.
There's a lot to know about the industry.
The enemies one was if you made any enemies in the industry.
Yeah, I did. I talked about that, about how like girls that have boyfriends and husbands and stuff in the industry, like they just get jealous that I can like take them from them, and I've had a lot of girls that like
people that actually like behind the scenes, or like the actual porn stars.
The porn stars, the girls. Okay, the girls get jealous, when especially since I have no agent and I work better than and I work more than them, so they get jealous for that a lot,
Yeah.
Because they wish that they, like, for example, at the AVN conventions and stuff like that, they always put me at a booth to sign, and I don't have an agent. Usually you need an agent for that. And a lot of the girls, like, for me, they pay me to go out there and sign and stuff. And for the girls that have agents, they don't even get those kind of privileges.
Really?
They have to go there and pay for themselves to go to the show.
It's always so funny how like they hate, and like you're like they don't know like all the hard work that you actually put in before.
Yeah, they don't even understand like how much work it is to be my own agent.
Yeah, because it's like you were saying before, like there's like all that shit that goes into it.
But it's like there's big porn stars like with big names and big following, and they'll just like Twitter beef with me and like get all their fans to, like hate me and shit for no reason. So I have a lot of haters. Like I just had to rebuild my Instagram account because of a bunch of hating ass bitches that just report my account for no reason, and I just got deleted at 300,000 followers.
Yeah, because I remember I saw it the other day and I was like,
I just got deleted at 300,000 real followers. So that sucked. I would get like 17,000 likes on a picture.
Do you feel like you'll be able to like rebuild it again, or like it's gonna
over years? Yeah, but that sucks because your reputation is like really reflected off.
Wait, like they just like what do? Like they just reported like content on your page?
Well, they reported my account like just a bunch of hating ass bitches and fans and guys that are religious that don't like the fact that I do porn, or like just
I don't
haters.
get why they don't just like go like like if you don't want to see it, like just like keep scrolling or something.
I wish it was like that, but it's the internet.
Yeah.
What do you expect? And my account's been disabled so many times from people doing that I guess I'm gonna still try to get the account back, but
because you have like so many fan pages, like it's kind of hard to actually find it.
I should be verified.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
But even if you're verified, you think you'll like get it back?
If I was verified, they wouldn't have disabled it because since there's so many fake pages of me, they probably think it's another fake page.
Oh.
Even though I have so many followers, they just need to verify me so that they know that that's the real page, and like you can't. I don't think you can deactivate someone's page unless they're really doing inappropriate shit when they're verified.
Has anyone ever like used your name to do like some like foul shit?
All the time.
Really? Like what?
Fuck, I need the lighter again. There's no lighter on.
Is it gonna work?
It's okay.
No.
It's okay. We're almost done here anyways, right?
Yeah. Open it. But yeah, you're saying about the haters, like doing foul shit like in your name.
Yeah, I mean, people have tried to make money off my name before, but whatever. And I always report that and make sure that nobody gets scammed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my fans to get scammed and stuff. But my Twitter is Marsha May. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter.
Do you think that's gonna like get like this?
No, Twitter they allow nudity and stuff. So if you want to see all my nude pictures that Instagram can't show and all that good stuff, all those nice fucking gifs and whatever they have.
What is that? Nice
I got Twitter now.
Yeah, you guys don't have Twitter?
I have Twitter.
What?
No, I have Twitter.
You have to have Twitter if you're gonna be doing interviews and podcasts and stuff like that.
My Twitter is very active.
Yeah, you have to have one. I have, I think, 114,000 followers.
Do you have like any Twitter like parody accounts that are like tweet like inspirational shit in your name? Like what's like how they do like Kodak or Wiz Khalifa? Like they just like I don't know.
They don't. There's some that kind of pretend they're me, but a lot of them are just fan pages.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about it could be a lot.
It's funky stuff.
Yeah. What do you do like off of the like set and everything? Like in your own free time, like what do you enjoy doing?
I like to do photo shoots.
Really? Like you like to take pictures or like be taking pictures of?
I like to do photo shoots like of myself, like have people come and do photo shoots for me and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like I like to do that just to build content and stuff. It helps, you know, when you have like professional pictures taken.
Who's some of your like favorite photographers?
Some Miami locals. Right now, I have someone that takes really good aesthetic photos. His name's Sloot. Sloot. Like slut, sleep.
Oh, like it has like accent.
No, it's SLOOT.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I have another guy from New York named Photo J. He takes really good, very classy, sexy photos, and he actually publishes them in like Skin magazine and stuff like that for models and stuff like that. So there's some of my.
Were you in a lot of magazines?
I've been in magazines. I've been in Hustler magazine and stuff like that. I've been on the cover of Hustler.
Yeah.
So,
so is that the only thing, or like you like anything like else?
I mean, I like to just stay at home and chill. Like I like vacations and traveling and.
Oh yeah, what's some cool places that you like been to?
I'm actually going to Chicago in August for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, so it should be exciting.
It's funny. I told him, he said he's going to Chicago, so I was like, oh, you got.
When in August? Really? Hey, maybe we can link up. Maybe if you take photos or whatever, we could do a photo shoot.
Definitely.
It's my first time in Chicago. I'd love to take like an outdoors photo shoot there with some of their kind of like.
Is it gonna be cold?
Isn't it always cold there? I don't know.
It's like
I've never been there.
It's like.
I've never been to Chicago. It's my first time. But yeah, I like to go to New York a lot. Like that's one of my favorite places.
Is there like places to shoot in New York? Like,
oh yeah. Wait, you mean like porn?
Or no, like pictures and
Pictures,
stuff.
yeah, everywhere. I love New York to take pictures. I like the Bronx. Bronx is my favorite place to go in New York. And then I go to like Pittsburgh and stuff for the games. I like to go to Vegas a lot.
Yeah, to like sports.
Yeah. Some sports.
Like football.
Football, basketball. I like a little hockey.
I mean, you like the Panthers?
Yeah. Panthers kind of suck, but
yeah.
You know, I like watching hockey. I also go to Vegas a lot.
Really?
And yeah, I always stay at like a really nice suite there. And I go shopping there a lot and see a lot of the shows, Cirque du Soleil.
Do you like go gambling a lot?
Gambling. I'm not really. I never won in gambling,
Really?
so I'm not like an addict or anything. But I gamble sometimes. And then I've also go to Cali a lot, obviously.
Yeah, in LA.
I kind of hate Cali though because you spend so much money.
Really?
Yeah, I've been to the islands, Jamaica.
Bahamas. Like
yeah, Bahamas, of course.
Do you have any like family in Jamaica or like?
No, I probably do, but not that I know of. Yeah, but there's people in Jamaica with my last name, which is a very unique last name. I won't tell you guys my last name though, but it's very unique. I've also been to Puerto Rico, which I love, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to travel a lot.
It sounds like you've been like almost all over the world.
No, I haven't been to Europe yet.
You haven't, like at all?
No.
Are you gonna go to like Britain? You see like.
Probably not anytime soon. Maybe when I'm older. But Europe is coming. I want to go to Italy.
Do you have fans in Europe?
Fans?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And in the Middle East, a lot of Middle East fans.
Really? Where do you think like the most like Marsha May fans are?
You know, there's this thing on Google where you can find, it's called Google Trends. And if you search up my name, it shows you like how many people have Googled you in the past like year, 6 months, month, and stuff like that, and then where the people have Googled you from, like what area in the world, and if you go on there, you can find out. But I don't know. I think it's America is where I have the most fans.
I think Florida. Like,
not even Florida. It just shows like America is like the most. Not even Florida. You'd be surprised. Like it's not even that much.
I feel
Florida.
like it's always America because like have you heard of like the dark web?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of places around the world they're not allowed to see like a lot of content.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised. A lot of Middle Eastern people like me, right? Because I'm a little white girl and they don't have that over there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
What about like how do you like usually start your day off?
I make breakfast. I'm a normal person. Yeah, like I don't do anything.
Do you have like if you have like any habits or anything like you know like you wake up like super early in the morning or something?
No, like I go with the flow of life.
Yeah.
I'm very easygoing and I like to clean a lot and like make sure everything's clean and stuff like that. But like I like to hang out with my friends and stuff like that, and I have a lot of friends that are like really like creative and stuff like that, so they're always like trying to do something that benefits like my brand and my name and stuff like that. So that's always good to hang out with people like that are willing to like help me build.
Like fan art and stuff like that?
No, a lot of my friends that I hang out with, they'll like hook me up, like just like how Chris hooked me up with you and stuff like that. Like I have friends that like just look out and like benefit me for my brand and stuff like that. Like they'll like hook me up with like music videos and stuff. That's like one of my things that I'm trying to like really get into right now.
Like appearing in music videos and
is
stuff?
Getting paid to do the music videos and stuff. Like I already have credentials.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of videos.
Yeah, I've been in Keshi's videos.
Yeah, my boy shot that video.
GFX kid? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I've been in Wiz's video and stuff like that. For the song Celebrate with Rico Love, it was shot here in Miami.
What were like some stuff that you were listening to, like growing up?
Lil Wayne.
A lot of Lil Wayne?
Yeah, which I actually met like 4 or 5 days ago.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he has a new house here in Miami.
Yeah, he's down here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to his new house. It was a very private party.
When this guy I interviewed, he I wrapped the interview. He went to like his house for a party. Like once he like.
When? Who's this guy?
You know Bam Savage?
No.
He's like up and coming. He's like mad popular right now.
Well, whatever. I met Lil Wayne, who's super cool, and you know, it was nice because I've always listened to him growing up and stuff like that.
Yeah, like a fangirl moment, like oh my god, it's Lil Wayne.
No, he actually kind of not fanboy moment with me, but he was like, oh, porn star, cool, you know, like you'd be surprised. A lot of these rappers are more like interested in me, like believe it or not, because they know that like porn stars have encountered rappers before, because rappers big thing since we're so related, like our businesses and how they are, like how they make money and stuff, like and just the lifestyle overall, like how rappers and people in music can't really have like a real relationship. Neither can a porn star. Like I always say, the two hardest people to have a relationship with is a porn star and not even a rapper, but like someone in the music industry. Even R&B singers.
What about like when they say like all the like rappers, they all share like the same 5 girls?
I mean, yeah, it's a fuck bar for them, you know. They choose their pick, but I mean,
this is like all those girls. Like there's like one girl she gets like with Rick Ross, she gets with like me or like whoever. Like she just.
Oh, there's one girl that goes around or whatever.
Yeah, like all.
I mean, a lot of rappers like the porn stars because like the porn stars, you know, if they're not asking for money, you know, sometimes the rappers will pay, but if the girl's not asking for money, they just feel like a better connection with them, because it's like a porn star is not gonna give a fuck like a fangirl is, or like a regular girl or model and stuff, because we're used to fucking and just dipping, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what rappers like, you know. So I know a lot of rappers, like more than you would think that I know. I've met like Nas before, and chilled with him in his house.
Do they all have like the same reaction, like, even like at that?
I mean, they're just kind of interested in porn most of the time, and they're just like pretty down to earth, just like, you know, how I am, you know, like I don't know really how to explain it. It's just
what about like female,
a mutual,
like female like artists?
Like who? Like for example, I don't really hang out with female artists. It's usually rappers that are attracted to me.
And or like no, it's like the secret like lesbian or something.
No, I don't know any. but I've chilled with a bunch of rappers, and you know, like they're really like just my buddies now. Like Metro Boomin, I partied with Metro Boomin a bunch of times. And DJ Esco.
He was here like the other day. Like
yeah, he's super cool. He's super nice. He always checks me out. And I met like Lil Uzi Vert. He's like the same height as me and stuff. You know, I there's just the list goes on and on and on. I've met a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just good to have those connections and stuff for your own brand. Yep.
Because then they help you out with like videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, like if I ever decided to do music, which I probably would never do.
Have you done it before in the past, like with pouya?
I mean, you know, like I freestyle for fun sometimes, and people say like they're surprised I'm actually kind of good.
Would you freestyle now?
No. But I have to be kind of drunk or something. But when it does happen and I am in my zone, you know. But if I ever were to actually do music, I would have so many connections in it. I would get like free features all day long. I would definitely like make it a music if I had like the actual talent to do it.
Well, I mean, like nowadays, like I don't think you need talent. I think you need connections in order to get it. Cause there's a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, I could have someone write songs for me and me just perform it, but then I don't know. That's kind of like faking it till you make it.
I mean, Drake doesn't it?
Yeah, but he has a lot of talent too at the same time.
Let me know. I actually write for people.
Yeah, he's a ghostwriter.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to build a studio. I don't know if you guys saw.
Yeah, we did.
I'm trying to build a studio right there. So, if you guys ever, are you guys ever in this area?
Yeah, we live like down the street.
Really?
Well, not down the street, but I'm always in the street.
I work on 152nd though.
I go to school like down the street.
Oh, okay. Well, if you guys, once I build the studio, if you're willing to help me build the studio.
I'm actually an engineer, like an engineer.
Oh, really?
We both engineer music.
Perfect. Well, I'm trying to rent out the studio if you know anybody that's trying to do that once it's set up. Of
as long as it doesn't rain, because.
As long as it what?
It doesn't rain.
Rain?
Yeah, like, we literally went through hugging.
We had to keep wiping the windows, it was fogging up.
Yeah, my seat's like fucked up, so like we're like driving here and then like the windows all fog and like it was flooded everywhere. So like.
Wait, I'm confused.
Like on our way here.
Yeah.
It was raining like really fucking bad.
So as long as it doesn't rain, it'll come through?
Oh, no, I mean like I'll still come through. It was just it was really bad coming here.
I know it was raining. I know, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Now you're scared. Yeah.
So, any other questions?
Let's see. Yeah, because it's like going pretty long. Is there anything that you love about what you do?
Yeah. I always liked having sex on camera. Like, I always wanted to document my sex life and stuff, like, while I was young.
Did you ever, like, watch it and, like, think, oh, I should do this better?
Of course. I mean, sorry, my cat. I mean, everybody's like that with their own work, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like, especially when when you're doing music, you get to go back and like hear it,
Yeah.
you know, before you
can
release
change
it.
Yeah.
But with porn, you don't. You kind of just go for it, and they're like, all right, cut. They edit it and do what they have to do, and that's it. You don't see the video until it comes out.
Yeah.
You know, so I never really get to like watch the video after it's done and be like, oh, can we do it again? Plus, I never want to do it again. You know, it's extra work for me. But point is, I just end up doing the next video better than the one before.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I learned from that.
Has there ever been like a time where like you did a video and then like you thought it went some way, but then like it gets released and it's like totally different or anything?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Like there's some videos that while I was performing, I was like, wow, this video is gonna suck. Like, you know, I could just tell this video is gonna suck. And then when it comes out, it's like really bomb, and it's like probably one of the best videos I have.
Yeah.
But, or vice versa, you know.
I don't know if you've seen like there's this guy like that kind of reminds me of this guy on Twitter. Where, like he's like on Twitter, Instagram, he's a photographer, and like he shows like his behind the scenes while he's shooting, and it's like he's like in like ordinary as like scenes, like he's like in a house with like you know just like bushes and shit.
Yeah.
And then like it shows him like you know doing it, but then like it shows it after, and it's like amazing. Like
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
could be deceiving. Yeah.
Yeah. Was there anything else that you loved about it?
I like the diversity of the guys. Like there's guys that, you know, all guys fuck differently, and I feel like the guys feel the same way about us girls. Like the diversity is just fun, like experiencing like the different ways different guys have sex and stuff. Like how some will like want to choke you out and like do all these dirty things, and sometimes some of the actors will have like these sexy accents and stuff. So it's fun to like play around with the different guys and stuff that you work with, and a lot of them like in LA especially are top performers, so they know what they're doing very well.
Do they always like last as long as it looks like in porn, or does it like?
It depends on the guy. Every guy is different. So yeah, so like some guys do last long like that. Some guys, you know, everyone's different. Everyone has their different methods to like how it works for them.
Yeah.
As long as they do what they need to do for the scene, then you know it's up to them what works best for them.
Is there like an ideal like penis size that you liked, or like is there like
describe your ideal penis?
Was that?
My ideal penis would be uncircumcised.
Oh really?
Wait, uncircumcised is when it
looks like a hot dog.
You have the skin, the foreskin.
Yeah, it's like open.
Oh, okay, the one without the foreskin.
Yeah, circumcised.
Circumcised. I like a circumcised dick that's like with good girth, like you
fat,
know,
like
fat,
thick.
Fat, and like maybe like 7.5, 8 inches long.
You like trimmed like with like big bush?
I don't mind bush, but not like too hairy. Like a little hair is not. I have a little hair, you know, like it's not that bad. I like something like that.
Like a little thunderbolt.
Yeah, it's fun to like, you know, scratch. Like go like that too. Yeah, so that, and you know, as long as it's like nice and soft and it looks nice.
It's not like on camp and stuff like that.
Not like discolored and shit, you know.
Has there ever been a time where you like a guy comes in and his dick is like super nasty or something?
Yeah, of course. I've seen a lot of dicks. And a lot of uncircumcised dicks that look funny.
Do you feel like you ever be like, yo, you should just cut that shit off, right?
No, I just never fuck them again.
Is it uncomfortable?
It's not uncomfortable. Actually, those dicks are better for anal.
Really?
Yeah, because the way it is with anal, like, you know, it hurts when it goes straight with the head. But when you have the skin, like, already there, it kind of, like, the skin goes into your asshole, and, like, then it starts peeling back. and then the actual head is already inside, and the skin kind of like, you know, goes with the beginning of the asshole. So it kind of like feels better going in and out.
Yeah.
It's like one of those slinky things. It just feels better. It doesn't hurt as much. So it's way better for anal. Like, I prefer uncircumcised. Circumcised.
Uncircumcised for anal.
I'm getting confused now.
Yeah,
The
uncircumcised.
one with the skin, with the foreskin. The foreskin's better for anal, for sure.
What about like anal and like vaginal? Like, which one do you prefer?
I like both.
Both? They feel the same? Or?
No, they don't feel the same at all. I mean,
Right.
they're completely different.
Because I never took anal.
Yeah, I'm sure. I would hope not. Hence why you're asking. But yeah, is my back door open?
No.
Make another
Okay.
question.
I thought I was tripping out. But yeah, I think it's better for anal. I like both. Anal's just a little bit more intense. Like I think I orgasm quicker with anal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure.
Is there like anything that you think like a lot of people like wanted to know about you?
Shit, I don't know. Maybe they want to know.
Because I feel like you're very open. So like,
I feel like people always want to know about like my relationship status.
Right.
Yeah, so I just got out of a relationship about 2 or 3 months ago.
Was it like an industry person or like just like,
No, it was a regular person.
Mm.
And, you know, we never had any problems cheating or anything, but they always want to know, like, what kind of guys I'm into. I don't really have a preference.
Mm.
I'm kind of just, like, whatever clicks with me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm very diverse. Like, my exes never look the same as the last or reflect the last or have anything to do, like, personality-wise with the last person. It's always someone, like, completely, like, not what would you think I would date. Like, you would think you would see me, like, some muscular,
like,
like...
Shimmer, you know, no type?
Yeah, like, I'm, like, really sure. Which I've chilled with them. They're my homies, too, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, they're super ratchet, but whatever.
Yes, you know, they, like, break your arm and shit. Like,
They're super ratchet, but they're cool. They're cool people. They're young as fuck, though.
yeah. Oh, wait, how old are they?
They're, like, 19.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they're super young.
Other than my age.
No, they're young as fuck. But they're popping. But yeah, people just want to know about my relationship and shit, like what guys I'm into and stuff, and like what makes me like turned on by a guy and stuff like that. And I guess I really just like guys that don't care so much about my reputation,
Like history
my
and everything.
not even about my history. Like, I feel like guys feel like I'm so Hollywood that like I'm like this stuck up person,
Yeah.
and I'm really just a humble person, and like I'm really down to earth, as you could see.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And like people always like, I hate like guys that like think of me as Marsha instead of who I truly am, you know?
Yeah.
And like that's what I can't stand about guys sometimes, is that they always fuck it up by like treating me like I'm Marsha the porn star instead of like me as a person.
Do you ever like forbid them from like watching your own porn?
Yeah, like I'd rather a guy that I like not watch my porn, unless it's with me, unless it's like to themselves where they miss me or something.
Or
Then
like
I think
like learn about you or something?
no, I don't want them to like watch my porn before we start talking and dating or something like that. I think that's awkward.
You feel like that's hard because you're like top 50, so like a lot.
Yeah,
of
but
people
it's
watch
awkward to me. Like, you know me as this porn star, so you get this different outlook about like a relationship with me. Like,
Yeah.
you feel like I'm more easier than girls, which I'm not. Like, it actually makes me more hard to get because
You have,
people
like, so
get
much-
that expectation from me.
Yeah.
So since it's always expected from me, it's actually harder to get with me than they think. And they always think it's easier to get with me, or they always complain that I'm Hollywood, which I'm not. They just like assume this because I did porn.
Yeah.
So it's just annoying in that aspect. But that's why I don't really like date a lot. But
All I watch is Ebony.
huh?
All I watch is Ebony.
Sure. You know you watched my porn before.
I've seen a few.
You see?
But you're top 50. So
We can never talk now. You can never be a potential boyfriend
No,
now.
but really, all I watch is Ebony and hentai.
Shut up.
Has there ever like been a hentai review or anything? Like anyone?
A what?
A hentai review?
No, but people have created video games with my
For real?
image, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, yeah.
What kind of video?
Yeah, like is that important?
Like a video game, just like, I don't know. Some internet game where they made me as a person. I don't know. They sent it to me though.
Or long
Did-
batteries.
Oh, that. But yeah. Do you have like any advice that you would want to give like anyone like starting out?
Don't get into porn.
Really?
Yeah, it's not worth it. Seriously
What
though.
about if like already start like they're already considering like trying? Like,
If you're really, really, really considering doing it, go online, on Twitter, look for porn agents on Twitter. It's not that hard. It's really not. If anything, you just find a girl or a talent or someone, ask them for an agent. Don't ask girls, how do I get in porn? Because girls are never going to reply to you. Be like, do you have an agent I can reach out to get in porn? And that's the best bet.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't get an agent, then you're stuck. You need an agent. So find yourself an agent. If it's that hard, I actually have an agent I can refer you guys to. My phone's dead. But whatever. If you guys need an agent, there's this guy named Brian O'Reilly. He works in Miami. Or you could go to Reality King Studio. All you gotta do is look it up. It's on Google Maps. Or Bang Bros Studio. And just go there and do an in-person interview. And that's it. If you really want to do it that bad. But I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. You have anyone you want to shout out?
No, but you guys should follow me on my new Instagram. The name's really long right now, but only because I'm gonna change it later.
There's like so many of them.
Yeah, there's so many of them. So it's Marsha May _only account. So follow that. I just made it like a day ago. So I have like only like 400 followers, which really sucks. I had 300,000 before.
Yeah.
So that sucks, but I'm gonna be putting all the pictures I had there before.
And there are real followers too, that's the worst part.
Huh?
They're real followers.
Yeah, they're real followers. I'm gonna have to buy a couple fake followers now to get myself up there a little bit more. But
Twitter and any website you have, maybe.
I don't have a website right now. I need to make a PayPal account soon though. So
Do you think anyone can help you like that's watching this?
no, you're supposed to help me with that.
Oh, okay.
But if anyone wants to make me a website, that would really help. If you're willing to make me a website, you guys should email me at marshamayxxx@gmail.com. I'm also selling my Snapchat, but I need to make a PayPal to start selling my Snapchat. So if you are willing to help me make a PayPal account, because I'm banned, email me at marshamayxxx@gmail.com. And any help would be very much appreciated. And you'll get my Snapchat access, which is sexy. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so
You guys got my Twitter, you guys got my Instagram, you guys will eventually get my Snapchat if you buy it. I don't have a SoundCloud. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The marvelous Marsha May.
Yeah.
Marsha May for you guys, the porn star, the one and only. I'm literally the only Marsha in the porn industry, so
it's easy to find you.
super easy. So yeah, thank you for interviewing me.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. So that's 6 feet with the marvelous Marsha May.
Mm-hmm.